Okay. So in the last class we saw the procedure of how to carry out the circular convolution using tabular array method. And now let us, I guess somebody has switched on your mic, please mute that. Okay, so let us take a problem x1 of n is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, x2 of n is equals to circular convolution using Stockham's method. We have solved a numerical with this manner only. What is x2 of n, please, in that question?
Six, 7, 8, 9.
6, 7, 8, 9. Thank you. Okay. Now, to get, I need to get the same answer. The circular convolution only. Previous one was using DFT IDFT. Now using tabular. As said in the last class, the procedure. First, write down x1 of n. X1 of n. For n is equals to 0, 1, 2, and 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. Then x2 of n minus, sorry, m minus n of 4, because it is a 4-point year. Then finally, x3 of m is nothing but convolution of these two. Right? Now, what is that you have written down generalized one? x1 of 0, x1 of 1, x1 of 2, and x1 of 3. So what are those numbers values? 1, 2, 3, 4. The same persists for other 3 rows as well, as you can see from the last class notes. So again I will write down 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, coming down to x2 of here in the first column of x2 of m minus n, what is the values, please? 6, 7, 8, 9. That is x2 of 0, x2 of 1, x2 of 2, x2 of 3. This goes here again. This goes here. 9, 6, 7, 8. Then 8, 9, 6, 7. Then 7, 8, 9, and 6. Is this point clear for everyone, students? Now, having this, then x3 of 0 is equals to, you need to multiply these two, students. 1 into 6, 2 into 9, 3 into 8, 4 into 7. 1 into 6 plus 2 into, what is that? 9 plus 3 into 8 plus 4 into 7. Can you help me out to get the answer for this? What is the answer? What is the answer?
76.
70?
76.
76, right? Okay. Now, similarly, I'll write 76. Similarly, 1 into 7, 2 into 6, 3 into 9, 4 into 8. This along with this, this along with this, this along with this. Okay, sorry, 3 to 9, 4 to 8. You need to multiply. So what is that? 1 into 7 plus 2 into 6 plus 3 into 9 plus 4 into 8. What is the answer, please?
78.
Sorry?
78, sir.
78. Okay. Similarly, what is the other two answers, please?
76 and 70, sir.
76 and 70. Are these values matching with your DFT IDFT method? Answers?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, can we go for the next numerical? Will you note it down? Have you noted down this?
No, sir.
Okay, I'll give just a minute time. Please note it down. Can I go for the next problem, please? Can I go for the next problem? I hope
Yes,
you
sir.
you have completed this. Then let us go for the next procedure. That is circular convolution using graphical method. Using graphical method. Graphical method. Friends, as you have already seen how to calculate x2 of, given this as the condition, x2 of, sorry, x of n is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4. How will you draw this question first? In the circle, you should start from this point, 1, and rotate in anti-clockwise, 2, 3, 4. Then, to draw x2 of minus n, what you were doing is, this question, you should start with clockwise direction. Here, from 1, 2, 3, 4. Finally, what is the, while writing down the answer, you should start with 1 and rotate in and go on with anti-clockwise direction and write down the values. What do you get here? 1, 4, 3, 2. When I compare this with this, what is the change? Here you get 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 remains as it is. Instead of 2, 3, 4, you get 4, 3, 2. That is the mirroring. Is the point clear here, students?
Yes, sir.
And one more thing. Having this knowledge, I told you about how to get x2 of n minus 1 of 4. x2 of, or x of n minus 1 of 4. So what will you do? This question only, you should rotate anti-clockwise by 1 place. What will be the answer? Rotate this question anti-clockwise by 1 place. 1 comes here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Final answer is 4, 1, 2, 3. Meaning that you have shifted it right side by 1 place. Hence, the last term came here. Here. Then these are shifted to right hand. Is the point clear here, students? Now, let us go for the previous question which we solved 1, 2, 3, 4 and 6, 7, 8, 9. The same numerical answers you should get as the same, but the procedure is different. How? See here, x1 of n is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4. x2 of n is equals to 6, 7, 8, 9. Friends, please concentrate on the board. This is quite complex when compared to the previous two procedure which you have learned. Now, first write down the question. So, what is that you require? You should find out circular convolution, which is nothing but x3 of m is equals to 0 to n minus 1, x1 of n, x2 of m minus n of capital N. This is the expression for circular convolution. So what is that you need to get? x3 of m is equals to 0 to 4 point means this is 4 minus 1, 3. 0 to 3, x1 of n, x2 of m minus n of 4. Right? So what is your job? Your job is to find out x3 of 0, x3 of 1, x3 of 2 and x3 of 3. Your job is to find out these values. Right? You note down these two expressions, please. Then, first and the foremost thing, x3 of 0 means, how will you calculate this? Put m is equals to 0, friends. M is equals to 0. 0 to 3, x1 of n, x2 of, you will be getting like this, right? M is equals to 0 here. Yes or no, students? Is this expression clear for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Please note down these three expressions and let me know. I will solve the problem. Make it fast, friends. Is it over, students? Okay. Now, please look onto the board. Now, to calculate x3 of 0, first one, x3 of 0, 0 to 3, x1 of n, x2 of minus n of 4. So, this is the expression. First, write down x1 of n and write do x2 of minus n. Draw the thing. How will you do that? So, fourth values. This is, you should write down in anti-clockwise. First, write down x1 of n of 4. So, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is x1 of n of 4. Is everybody convinced with this diagram? Next, draw this x2 of minus n of 4. How will you do that? First, write down the question. First, write down the question in anti-clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? This is x2 of just n of 4 plus n of 4. Now, to get x2 of minus n of 4, again, this you should rotate from this in clockwise direction, the question. So, this becomes 1, 2, 3, 4. It should start in clockwise direction. Are everyone convinced with this diagram, please? Is it clear?
Yes.
Sir,
Now,
6, 7, 8, 9.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Extremely sorry, please. This is, thank you very much, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, this becomes 6, 7, 8 and 9. Thank you so much. Now, I should write down, I should convolve these two means I should multiply in all the directions. That is I should multiply x1 of n with x2 of minus n of 4. These two things. How will I get here? x1 of 0 is equal to, friends, look onto the board, friends. This 6, sorry, 1 into 6, then 2 into 9, 3 into 8, 4 into 7. So 1 into this 1 into 6 plus 2 into 9 plus 3 into 8 plus 4 into 7. What is the answer, friends? What is this
76.
answer? 76. Is this clear for everyone? First one, x3 of 0. Please note down x3 of 0. Then I will draw x3 of 1, please. This is x3 of 0. Have you noted down this, friends? Can I rub the board, students?
Yes.
Okay. Now, to write down or to get x3 of 1, what should I do? x3 of 1 with 0 to 3, x1 of n, x2 of m minus n. What is m here? 1. 1 minus n of 4. This is what we need to draw. Are you getting the point of discussion, students? Now, first draw x1 of n. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is x1 of n of 4. Now, to draw this, first there are two steps. Draw x2 of minus n of 4. First point. Second point is rotate anti-clockwise direction by one place to get x2 of 1 minus n. Is the point clear here, students? Okay, I will draw it here. I will not rub this content. I will draw it here. See here. First, draw x2 of minus n of 4. So 6, 7, 8, 9. Clockwise direction. Is the point clear here, students? This is x2 of minus n of 4. To get 1 minus n, rotate anti-clockwise by one place. So what do we get here, friends? Anti-clockwise by one place. The 6 comes here. 6, 9, 8, 7. x2 of 1 minus n of 4. Are you convinced with this point of discussion, students? Are you convinced with this point of discussion, students?
Yes, sir.
Now, multiply this with this. This is x1 of n into x2 of 1 minus n. So, what do we get here, friends?
Sir,
Yes, please.
Sir, x2 of minus n, the direction should be reversed, sir. First one.
x2 of minus n. It is correct, madam. x2 of writing down question. x2 of n means anti-clockwise direction you should write. I am drawing here x2 of minus n, that is clockwise direction. Is the point clear?
Okay, sir.
Is this clear? What is the doubt? You ask, you retell the question, I will try to resolve this. What is the confusion which is creating to you?
ಸರ್ ಅದು ನಂಬರು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದು ನಂಬರು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ ಸರ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿರಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ
x2 of n ನಾನು ಹಾಕಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ x2 of n of 4 ಹಾಕಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ I should draw it in anti-clockwise ಅಂದ್ರೆ 6 7 8 9. But x2 of minus n of 4 ಹಾಕಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ I should start with 6 here only. But instead of going it in anti-clockwise, now I am going in clockwise to get down this 6 7 8 9. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ?
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್
Okay. Now, what is that? Will you note down these things? This, note down this is the key point, please. To get x2 of 1 minus n, draw x2 of minus n, rotate it anti-clockwise by 1 place. Make it fast, students. And note down these. I'll give 1 minute time. Then I'll go for multiply this. What do you get here, friends? x3 of 1 is equals to 1 into 7 plus 2 into 6 plus 3 into 9 plus 4 into 8. What is the answer, friends?
78, sir.
70?
78.
Okay. Is this answer same as your previous one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Please note it down. I'll give 1 minute time. Is it over, friends? Is it over, students? Can I rub the board? Can I rub the board, students?
Yes, sir.
Okay. To get next one, x3 of 2. What should I do here? x2 of 2 minus n. 2 minus n. To get 2 minus n, what is the change here, please?
By 2 place, sir.
Yeah, very good. You need to rotate anti-clockwise direction by 2 places. 2 places. Okay. So now, what is this answer here? x2 of minus n. Rotate this by 2 places. What do you get here, friends? First place, anti-clockwise by 1 place. First, 6, 9, 8, 7. Again, another time. Another time. This is x2 of 1 minus n of 4. Now, to get x2 of 2 minus n of 4, rotate this another time in anti-clockwise. 6, 9, 8, 7. Are you convinced with this diagram, friends? Okay. What is x3 of 2? x3 of 2, this along with this you should multiply. 1 into 8 plus 2 into 7 plus 3 into 6 plus 4 into 9. What is the answer, friends?
76, sir.
70?
76.
76. So, is this the answer same as the previous method?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Please make a note of it. I will draw for x3 of 3 now. x3 of 3. Is it over, friends? He is noting down over, students. Okay. x3 of 3 is nothing but x3 of 3. You should write down here 3 minus n. Then next change is you should rotate this by 3 places. One more thing, students, here. As you already drew 2 minus n. To get 3 minus n, what you should do this? As you are already having x2 of 2 minus n. To get 3 minus n, what you should do, friends?
Rotate by 1, sir. Anti-clockwise.
Rotate it by once. So I will do that now. To get x2 of 3 minus n of 4, rotate this 2 minus n anti-clockwise by 1 place. So what do we get here? This comes here 8, 7, 6, 9. Rotate now. Multiply which two? This and this. Yes or no? Now what will be your answer? x3 of 3.
70, sir.
1 into 9 plus 2 into 8 plus 3 into 7 plus 4 into 6. What is the answer, friends?
70.
70. So finally, your x3 of m using circular convolution using graphical method. Final answer is what is x3 of 0?
76, sir.
76. Then x3 of 1?
78, sir.
x3 of 2?
76.
And then finally 7. Is this numerical clear for everyone, students?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can I rub the board or we want to note it down?
Sir,
Yes, please.
so now we are tallying with the previous one example, sir. But in exam, how will know that our answer is exactly correct or not, sir?
No, that is what you need to see. It is not that I wanted to convince you that circular convolution results are same. Okay, using 3 different methods, answer should be same. But in examination, you cannot tally this. Perfectly, neatly, completely you need to do the things. There is no other alternative that the answers are correct or not. Okay. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can we go for the one next problem numerical, please? Okay. Now, let us try to carry out one question in all the three methods which we have completed till now. Okay. Now, try to solve in three different methods. Okay. And see that you will get the same answer. X1 of n is equals to 1, 2, 1, 1. X2 of n is equals to 3, 1, 2, 0. 3, 1, 2, 0. First, DFT, IDFT method or Stockham's method. First one. How will you do this, friends? First, calculate x1 of k, then x2 of k. Multiplies those two things to get x3 of k. Then take its inverse to get x3 of n. We have solved this problem. Yes or no, students? Is the point of discussion clear? So take this as an assignment. Note down this question. You should solve in these three methods. DFT, IDFT, tabular array, and graphical method. Have you noted down the question, students? Have you noted down the question, students? Okay. Now, take the next one. Five samples of 8-point DFT. Next numerical, please. 5 points of 8-point DFT are given by x of 0 is equals to 0.25, x of 1 is equals to 0.125 minus j 0.318, capital X of 4 is equals to capital X of 6 is equals to 0, capital X of 5 is equals to minus 0.125 plus j 0.318. Full stop. Determine the remaining samples. If x of n is real valued sequence. Determine the remaining samples if x of n is real valued sequence. See here friends, the question is 8-point DFT means how many values you should get? X of 0 till x of 7. Yes or no? Yes or no, students? Now, he has given 5 points. That is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 5 points. 5 points means it is not that 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. It might be any values in between 0 to 7. That's all. Now, our job is to find out the remaining 2 samples. Which are those 2 samples, please? You should find out x of 2, then x of 3, remaining samples. X of 3, here they are given 5, then another value. X of 7. 2, 3, 7 is not given. You should find out by yourself utilizing the expression. The hint given here is x of n is real valued sequence. If this is the condition, then what expression you need to utilize in order to find out the remaining samples? Here, how? Write down in the solution. Symmetry property of real valued sequence is, under solution, symmetry property of real valued sequence is capital X of n minus k is equals to x conjugate of k is equals to x of minus k. We have solved this derivation, yes or no, students? We have solved this derivation, students, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Now, if I consider only this part, if I apply conjugate on both sides, what happens here? X conjugate minus k is equals to x conjugate of k with the conjugate. This conjugate and this conjugate nullifies. Yes or no, students? It is like square of root. Like this. What happens? If you take this part, what happens? 2 to the power of 1 by 2 into 2. 2 and 2 gets cancelled, remaining is 2 only. In a manner. Yes or no, students? Now, having noted down this as a logic, finally, what do you get here? What is the conclusion? X of k is equals to x conjugate of n minus k. X of k is equals to x conjugate of n minus k. Is the point clear? Now, to find out x, capital X of 0, 1 is given. 2. To find out x of 2, x conjugate of n is 8. K which I considered here is 2. So x conjugate of 6. Yes or no, students? What is x conjugate of 6? They have given x of 6 as 0. Its conjugate is also turning to 0. Yes or no, students? Similarly, what is the next one? 0, 1, 2 is done. 3 is not given. Let us find out 3. X of 3 is equals to x conjugate of n is 8 minus k is 3. X conjugate of 5. He has given x of 5. Its conjugate means what will you get, students? Real term will be same. Minus 0.125 will remain same. Instead of plus j, you will be getting here minus j 0.318. Is the point of discussion clear, students? Similarly, x of what is that? 0, 1, 2, 3 is over. 4, 5, 6 is over. Last one is 7. X conjugate of 8 minus 7 is equals to x conjugate of 1. What is x conjugate of 1? 0.125. Instead of minus, here it will become plus j 0.318. Is the point of discussion clear, students? Is this numerical clear for everyone, students? Okay, note it down, friends. Please note it down. If you have noted down, then I will rub the board. Can I rub the board, students? Okay. So in the next class, we'll go for properties of DFT. Thank you for attending the class, friends.